Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto content. Now, before I jump into this video, I just want to say we are back in the home office. I was actually away for about like a week and a half overall, not recording in my own home office. So now we are back in the official lab, if you will, and we are cooking up that juicy content that you guys all love. So, with that being said, let's talk about what's been happening in the market. Let's analyze what's happening. So first and foremost, we are seeing the market up about 2.84%, while we anticipate that, grayscale unlock or, if you will, kind of sell-off of Bitcoin. Now, I'm not personally worried about it. I don't think that it has any correlation to Bitcoin. I believe that happens this Sunday. It's like 16,000, I believe, of G Bitcoin. Now, I'm not too concerned about it, but I do know how stupid some people are in this market, and I do mean that in that way because a lot of people play into FUD and start selling their bags. Me personally, I'm not too worried about it, not too concerned about it either. I don't think that has any real correlation to Bitcoin unless people start panic selling, thinking that the price is going to go much lower and whatnot. So with that being said, let's really analyze this. So Bitcoin is up about 2.47% in 24-hour period, down about 2.5 in the 7-day. We do see XRP still up about 3.19%. It's actually outperforming Bitcoin on the 24-hour, but that won't last forever most likely. We do see that it is down about 4.26% on the 7-day. So nothing's really changed with that overall. We are still seeing it kind of range below a $30 billion market cap. Bitcoin's kind of doing its thing. Now, I am going to be uploading a video later today. You guys are not going to want to miss that one. It's going to be me basically talking about how and why I do think that we are pretty much ranging to have a massive breakout in the market. And I don't mean that as clickbait. It's actually realistic, and I'm going to talk about those key factors that drive that massive push up. Now, with that being said, I do want to talk to you guys about some news that happened today. First and foremost, we are going to jump into this video here. Now, this is Rosie Rios. If you guys don't know her, she was the former treasurer of the United States. She recently basically joined Ripple as an employee. So let's listen to this. Let me turn this up. Let me make sure that is pretty good for you guys.
I'm the first person to be the chair of the Advanced Counterfeit Deterrence Steering Committee, which is the only formal collaborative that exists between Treasury, the Secret Service, and the Federal Reserve to provide recommendations to the Secretary on the future of currency. I'm the first person
just to make sure that you guys heard that right, let's listen to that one more time.
To be the chair of the Advanced Counterfeit Deterrence Steering Committee, which is the only formal collaborative that exists between Treasury, the Secret Service, and the Federal Reserve to provide recommendations to the Secretary on the future of currency.
The future of currency. She's going to be the only one of a few people to really make these decisions for the future of currency. Isn't it funny that she is an employee at Ripple that is going to further pretty much the entire adoption of the future financial system? And she's working with Ripple. I mean, I'm not going to try to put things together. Listen, I'm not that one to, put together the puzzle or anything like that, because I know that a lot of it is speculation. I'm not going to too much play into it because I do know that, although I am not a financial advisor and I do not give out financial advice, a lot of people like to play into that. I just personally am not going to do that to you guys, but I do think that this is actually pretty big overall. I mean, this is pretty cool to really kind of see. I think Rosie Rios is a huge asset that Ripple has pretty much added to the team. I even talked about this multiple times, as well as many other channels talked about how big Rosie Rios is. If you look at your $100 bill that was printed in the last 10 so years, basically her name is on that $100 bill, and she basically is on most of your cash. So I think that she is a huge asset. I think that she's a huge influencer in the future financial system and even the current financial system. So I think that this is a huge pretty much innovation to what the future market holds. Now, will this play a huge role in Ripple or with Ripple? Who knows, right? I mean, we don't really know what's happening behind the scenes. A lot of people will play into the speculation. We do see a few, XRP holders saying 589, XRP Doge. A lot of people are saying Ripple and SEC and stuff like that. So who knows? Now, this is from May 5th, and the only reason why I bring this back up is because this was kind of making its way today. I don't know if I could see it in the quoted tweets, but I did see it pretty much come back up on my time or my feed today. So I figured I would talk about it because when we actually look at this and we really talk about this, this is big correlations to XRP and Ripple long term, especially when we look at what she's going to be helping Ripple achieve. But with that being said, I do want to talk to you guys actually talking about Jack the Rippler. He tweeted out saying CBDCs equals slave system, crypto equals slave system. You are going to be rich, but your freedom will not be the same. And I do agree with this to an extent. Now, when we talk about this, right, I've been talking about CBDCs for a while. CBDCs, a lot of people have their speculations with them. First and foremost, the big speculation with them and the big concern is the idea of tracked payments, where they're basically going to track all of your payments. They're going to know every single, asset that you hold, pretty much all the way to the centile range of what you are holding in your wallet. A lot of concern comes with the idea of fiat currency is the main freedom aspect. And I do agree, right? When you're holding paper cash in your wallet, or you're paying in paper cash, or you're getting paid in paper cash, for an example, you pretty much have the freedom of, one, reporting that income, two, pretty much saying how much you hold, or whatever you have. There's a lot of freedom aspect to it. Now, with CBDCs, we do lose a lot of that. And yeah, sure, it is a slave system. Crypto is a slave system. Even crypto, for the most part, like, a lot of people still say that crypto is so decentralized, it's so secure, it's so private. I'd much rather hold crypto than fiat. What a lot of people don't realize is that you could go to somebody's wallet and literally see all their holdings to a dollar amount, every single piece of the puzzle in their portfolio, and you could pretty much analyze it fully. It's not private, right? I mean, the only thing that's really private is like your key phrase, your passwords, and sometimes most likely how much you hold as well. But for the most part, you can pretty much find a lot of information on people's wallets and their portfolios, which is very concerning to me, at least. That's something where, it's not private. It's not, freedom. You know what I mean? So, for me personally, I think that, yeah, sure, they are a slave system at the end of the day, where they basically could see everything that's going on. But we did see somebody from MTech, I believe, or it might have even been the Committee of the Monetary System. They were basically saying, we're not going to track all payments. We don't really care if Tom is buying a hoagie at this hoagie place. We're not going to track that. They don't want to track just random, pretty much transactions. They want to track legitimate transactions that need to be tracked. For an example, know your customer, or anti-money laundering. We see anti-money laundering pretty much play a key factor in a lot of things overall. Now, for me personally, I just think that this is a little bit of a stretch to an extent. I do think that the entire monetary system is a slave system. To keep you in that 9 to 5 aspect, and pretty much keep people working until their death. It's pretty much the idea of you're not living your life is living you, in a way. That's a famous quote, and I strongly believe in that, right? Growing up, a lot of people see their parents pretty much working day by day by day by day, having pretty much little to no time to really enjoy their life, and that is the true slave system that we live in right now. So honestly, I'm not too concerned about CBDCs or crypto being the slave system, because we essentially live in a slave system right now, no matter what. So, with that being said, I do want to talk to you guys about one last thing, and we do see, this is coming from Blockchain Backer himself. Shout out to Blockchain Backer. I actually don't even need to shout him out. He's way bigger than me, obviously, but we do see Bitcoin being the underlying technology and asset is clearly not the path, as they openly state. In my opinion, if any of these digital assets in the crypto market stand a chance at being it's XRP. And this is talking about the European Central Bank, talking about their digital euro. Now, I'm going to make a video on this later. I'm actually going to be talking about HBAR with this. You guys are not going to want to miss that. Now, when we look at this, we do see Thread. We have decided to launch a project to prepare for possibly issuing a digital euro. We will look at how a digital euro could be designed and distributed to everyone in the euro area, as well as the impact it would have. Our experimental work has already allowed us to identify possible ways to protect privacy. It has also shown that the energy needs of the infrastructure would be negligible compared with the energy consumption and environmental footprint of crypto assets such as Bitcoin. A digital euro will be successful if it adds value for people, merchants, and financial intermediaries in the euro area, says executive board member Fabio Panetta, explaining the latest decision in the ECB blog. Now, when we talk about this, I mean, a lot of people will say that Hedera is a choice here. It's hard to say, right? I think that XRP is also offering very good, ideas with this, especially considering how many partnerships it has globally with financial institutions and enterprises. Now, I think, when we talk about these digital CBDCs and all that kind of stuff, it comes to the idea of they do need a DLT or a private ledger to build on overall to make it efficient. Now, who knows if they will choose crypto? I do think that when they look at the facts, Bitcoin should not even be in the mouths of these huge financial banks and stuff, because Bitcoin, we already know, is just useless at this point for these, possibilities. It's just not efficient enough to really move money at a global scale like this. I'm sorry to break it to any Bitcoin maxi out there, but Lightning, the Lightning, adoption, idea, innovation, technology, if you will, does not play a big key factor at all in this, because it just does not allow the scalability option for this massive demand. It's the same reason why Visa and MasterCard are kind of growing out of their, idea of scalability, because they're pretty much unscalable for the global demand now. So I do think that when we look at XRP or HBAR or any other asset that is doing massive scaling options with low cost fees and pretty much quick, like very quick, almost instantaneous settlement times, that's what we need. We don't need Bitcoin. We don't need something that is, as ancient as Bitcoin technology goes. We do need something new. I do think that XRP is a good choice. I also think that there's other choices in this market as well. I am not biased on just one asset. I hold multiple ones. I just think that XRP is going to be a huge choice for a lot of these institutions and these financial giants nonetheless. So let me know what you guys think about that in the comments below. Nonetheless, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. It feels great to be back in the OG lab. I can't lie to you guys. But nonetheless, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out.